네, 반갑습니다.
Hello, welcome. Hello, everybody. Nice to
예,
meet you. And glad to meet you. I so
제주 섬에서
I'm at Jeju Island. It's a world famous. I'm sitting in my living room, and that I'm able to communicate with people in Canada and be able to give messages. It's such an honor. So this is maybe because of the corona that we can do this. So if it wasn't coronavirus, I would have had to visit Canada to do this. But now, because of this, I'm actually I'm not able to visit right now. So in 2016, I toured all of the eastern U.S. and that was the 2016. I went to Canada. It was so good, and I want to actually live in Canada. And now we're meeting you online, but so I'm Grandmaster Jiyeon Game. Hello.
정말 캐나다를 생각할 때
So when I think of Canada, I think of Niagara Falls. So when I was looking at the falls, I was thinking a lot of stuff. So when I was standing in the falls, I was that the water falling down, awesome amount of water. Then I was thinking about my vision and my dreams. So you might think that Niagara Falls, that's what we see all the time, but I was very impressed, and I want to go see again. So you've been all well so far? So far, yeah. So and when we're doing online, it's there's communication is not two ways, so it's a little difficult. But when I hear news from Canada, when I went to 2016, a lot of members were having a hard time. So that there was not. I didn't have any members. I wasn't direct sponsor, but they were all helping. So they were all coming to me. So they want to be a success. So they actually came to the places. Members came to where I was staying. They wanted to talk to me. They want to see me. And then as I remember, I was thinking Canada is maybe it's so difficult.
한국보다 더 잘 나가는 것 같아요.
Now, when I'm hearing Atomy members in Canada right now, maybe it's better than Korea. I'm hearing there's a lot, many are coming into VIP members, leaders clubs, and then I'm talking to them, and so now the Royal Master. So I was so happy to hear that. So I was even more happier than my own members, partners becoming Royal Master. But the Royal Master in Canada, I was so happy too. And I was exclaiming, in Canada, and the successful people are coming out. So I was so happy to hear that, so joyful. So I was thinking, what can I say to the members in Canada? So to encourage you, so that you will be passionate to the business. So now what I'm thinking is I was a Crown Club. The yearly is $1 million, over $1 million. But maybe I can share something. You might have heard a lot of seminars, and when you go to Atomy channel, there's a lot of seminars given by a lot of successful people, and they're all listening to them. But especially, what moved me was their own stories. That inspired me. Their own, each of those stories. Maybe you would be too. So I'm going to let's say in Jeju Island. There's only 600,000 people in the whole island. So and then I started Atomy there and here, and then I became a success. And I'll give you my own story. So Atomy has a lot of good advantages. What kind of time is it now? This is I guess, revolution. So change is so fast, and the Atomy is changing just as fast. So now I'm meeting with you on the Zoom. I'm sitting in my living room in my house in Jeju, and I can actually share a message here. It's awesome. So I thought it was going to be like even a year ago. I thought it was going to be 10 years down the road we may do this, but now already we're doing this. I never even thought I would be able to give messages like this over the Zoom like this. So there's so many changes so fast. Now, when you're in China, there's so many billions. And then when we look at the statistics in Atomy, 65%. And so it's now it is if you just have a smartphone in your hand, you can do the business. You can do. So I'm so thankful. It's Atomy company started in Korea, going to all over the world. But then, but this is actually we are all going together in the fourth revolution, industrial revolution that we're going through, and I'm really happy. So I'm going to share with you why I chose Atomy. So there's four. First is that I chose to be a child of God, and then that's my best choice. And second choice was the choosing Atomy. And so I'm also going to share what is the secret to my success. What it is it's the faith. Very important is the products. So now you have through the SNS and all the other things. So if Atomy quality or product quality and the price will make customers happy, they will not buy. So we have absolute price and absolute quality. So and the quality can be any better. The quality is, and then the price is so good, so reasonable. And then so what kind of products? It's everyday products. Now I woke up in the morning. In Korea, it's morning. I do brush my teeth, I shower, and I shampoo, and then skincare, and then I drink soy drink. In Korea, we have soy drink, and then I drank that, and I'm doing this. So it's all daily necessities products, and then all of these products are these daily products at the best quality, absolute quality, and then it's a best price. So that's why the Atomy becomes will be success. It is success. And now I started with Hemoim and 5-set. That's how we started. Now we have so many products. I don't know how many products in Canada. We have more than 500 products in Korea. So now you're doing business with us. So one thing that I want to really say to you is that you need to have absolute assurance yourself about the products. You need to really love the products. When I go visit somewhere and then I get on the plane a lot, and then so I go to the duty free, and then I look at the products there. So a lot of people try to give me other presents, but I really don't want to use anything else. I only use Atomy products because I'm absolutely. There's no other reason to use any other products than Atomy. So one thing that if you don't have absolute assurance about the products, Atomy products, you won't stay with this very long. So sometimes it's a little difficult time. Sometimes you won't make much money, and then a difficult time. But if you don't have the absolute assurance about the products, you won't stay. So then, in order to go long haul and then to stay successful, you have to have absolute assurance about the products. So there's a lot of people who come in to this business just wanting to make money. They don't stay very long. But the ones that who have absolute assurance about the product that it's and then that we completely commit to the Atomy, and then we will become success. So that so I became a success because I had an absolute commitment to Atomy. So one thing is whatever you say, it's got to be money. So the business people has to make money. If there's not enough income, so then it cannot last. So you need to have. So you need to know exactly about the pay plan. So but there is no entrance fee. There is no maintenance fee. There is a unlimited generation. So there's a upper limit. The best thing is that there's no entrance fee. So registration fee. There's some places other system like $100, $1,000, and then so if there's a registration entrance fee, you cannot bring a lot of people into your membership because no entrance fee. You can anyone can join, so they can register. So it's very when I started in Jeju Island, so it is a binary, it's a 2-2. And then my two friends, they're the ones that I sold the insurance to. And I started with 2. And now I have more than 100,000 members. And they only have 600,000 people in Jeju Island. But I don't know too many people. So I actually left Jeju Island early and went to Seoul to live there. When I came back to the business, didn't know too many people. But who I didn't know, there's people. So I started with just 2 people that I sold the insurance to. So that's now I have more than 100,000 members in infrastructure in our organization. So, but when you look at it, so there was but in I went to the company, the other company, listened to their marketing plan. If they cut off at certain generation, then you cannot really succeed. But Atomy is unlimited generation. It is a big advantage. So the hope for all of you is most hot news is that there's a upper limit. So then I'm above that upper limit. So then all of the things that above me, what happens to they all go down to all of my members. So you need to understand this pay plan, compensation plan, absolutely. And then no matter who says it, you can say why Atomy is good. There's maybe some people say, "Oh, Atomy doesn't work." Then you can say, "Atomy will work." Why you can make money. So in Korea, there's a ABR program. So we doing a Crown Club small groups, and then when we did. We compared with another company, and then so at the beginning, the Atomy is very few people making a lot of money, but now we may have more people making more than now 1 million. So and then other companies, there's a few people at the top making millions, but then the people below, they don't make very much. So of course, it's very hard to work in that system. So, but we have this top line, 500,000, 500.
정한 거죠. 지금은 뭐
So, so the and so there's an upper limit. So there's a lot of people who will go over this, reach this limit at the top. Isn't that
그게 정의롭잖아요.
a lot of people reach the top? Then a few people reach the top, and then in excess. So you need to know absolutely the compensation plan. Then you will succeed. And also the you need to see the atomy. The you need to division. So with the population we have at the Jeju Island, I cannot be this successful. I probably get maybe 10,000 a month. I could reach, but there's no more. There's not enough people. There's not enough consumers. But now we have. So how many countries did we go to? 18 countries. Now we're going to more than 50, 60 countries. So we have so many people that can be your partners. So the when I was doing the pangpan, which is electric thing that you put on the floor, but then you can only sell so many, and that's it. But when I was doing the Atomy, I was when I was doing life scenario, and then I had a vision and a dream, so I work hard for it.
우리
I
한국
was selling the electric blanket. There's not enough people. How many? So now, but the in Atomy, there were so many, all these countries, Japan and China and all these countries. Some good, rich countries, some not so. But then there are so many people that we can reach out to. So you can say, if you don't do Atomy, yeah, then you're a fool. So when I started, my husband was a public servant, a police, and then I did some. I did the other things, and then so I did have some income, and and then I had the retirement kind of set. But there's a lot of other people who who were very difficult. But I was pretty upper. I guess I was above average income. But why did I do Atomy? I looked at the products and the compensation plan, and there's no reason why I shouldn't do Atomy. But my husband was against it. My children was against it. My friends were against it. But I knew exactly what I was looking at, so I was committed. So that's where I am now. If I didn't have that commitment, if I was just regular, I was already ready for the retirement. So that's what I would probably ended up. But I was born into a very poor family. I looked at, we were looking into the sea, vast sea, but I was saying to myself, why was I born into such a poor family? But when I went to Seoul, and then I look at the big houses, this rich neighborhood, and I wanted to be there. That's when I had the dreams. So I finished school as early as possible, and then I went into become an employee. But then I couldn't. There was not enough future there, so I quit that, and then I started the company and actually store selling clothes. And then after that, and then I got married to my husband then, and then he was public servant, and his salary was $28,000. But then we had a good benefits, and then so we thought we were set. So, but only thing was that all I was able to do was just to have our family, myself, but I couldn't help anybody. And the CEO said when somebody, a family member gets married, and then you can give $10,000, and your nephew gets married, and then you can give 50,000 or something. So then you can do that. You can do that through when you're at me. But so now when I'm at Tony, so every month I'm getting $50,000. Not only I live well, but I donate a lot. I help other people. So a lot of other business Atomians do a lot of donation. And so when our church helps the poor people or the people who are in need, and then I were able to do that a lot. And then and if I didn't if I didn't choose Atomy, and if I wasn't successful, then I wouldn't be able to do that. So if you have uh, solid faith and dreams and visions, then when I was doing Atomy so hard with such passion, was that when I was doing Atomy, I said
밥도 잘 못 해줄
and
것이고.
said,
우리 그때 막내가 고3이었었어요.
so my youngest was high school, third year high school. So help me for 5 years, and I'm going to be successful and get 50,000 a month in 5 years. And I proclaimed that. So I was committed, and I worked crazily. And then so now, because of the corona, I don't need to ride airplane 10, 20 hours to go somewhere to do seminar. I'm very comfortable.
육지라 그러는데
So you cannot go anywhere other than you get on a plane from Jeju Island. So I'm physically not very strong. So then when I travel like that, then my body all aches. And so my body kind of gets exhausted when I travel like that. So now I lived so hard until now, but now actually I am, what do I say? My body showing up those weaknesses. So I'm thinking like this. When you're working, so you say 10,000 hour rule. So if you work 3 hours a day or 10 hours a day, so my goal was to become a royal master in 5 years. So then we will go to a cruise with my family. So when we go to the cruise, so my children will say my mother is really successful. So I want to prove to them. So when you chose Atomy, you need to have absolutely a goal where it says I'm going to do sail master in a year. The long term, and say I'm going to do 5 years royal master, or you can say leaders club in 5 years. You will follow according to your goals. So what happened after coronavirus? So for a year in Korea, they were like they were all over in Korea. But in Korea, I don't know. There's more coronavirus. So Japan and India, they're even more. So now, in spite of all that, Atomy is doing even better, really better. So even though during the corona pandemic, we are working very well, and then so if I continue, so I don't think anything will stop us. So I want you to have absolute clear goals, and then you proclaim, and you sponsor, and then your family, and then you sponsor, and then you proclaim to them. So even if you have a hard time and you're slow time, so so because a lot of people heard my goal, that you need to continue to act on it. So it's not just you talking about it, but you need to act on it. So no matter what happens, then you can go towards your goals. But in spite of all the people against me, I overcame all those objections. And then I want to show my family that I'm successful on the cruise, that the Royal Master Cruise. And then, so day and night I worked, and then I achieved my goals. So Canada is such a big country, it's such a long distances. There is advantage, disadvantages. In spite of all that, if you have clear goals, whether there's rain or snow, or sleet, you can go to achieve your goals. Only those people, then they can hold on to the success. So you got clear goals, clear dreams, and clear goals, and then so you keep telling people about your dreams and your goals to your family, your friends, or people around you. And then, or you can actually find a picture or draw a picture and write it down and then put it on the fridge, and then always have it in front of you. So the CEO said, so when you CEO was saying, if you have like a sweet pomegranate in your mouth, and then he said, when you're just thinking about it, your saliva runs, and then your brain doesn't know that it's not real or imagined. So then you continue to have a real the goals in front of you. So there's a lot of people who would say, oh, environment, corona, and then all these things, that they can't do this. And then they speak of the negatives, but that all become minus towards your success. So, I was thinking because of the coronavirus that business will suffer, but actually my members, the sales didn't drop, and so we can do it. I can do it. You can do. We can do, and then we can all do this. So then I become the hope for your members, and then you give hope to them that we can do this. So we can all, so then we can actually contribute to the people around us. And then the CEO says that we need to and also be spiritual as well. That we are all thankful. So I go to church and then do 1 hour prayer, chain prayer every day, and then I'm so thankful that the God has shown me Atomy, and then that He has led me into it. I did not get. I didn't get introduced to Atomy by my friend. Actually, it was one of my customers in my clothes store, and I was actually. So this was is this luck? No, it wasn't. I think it's a provision by God. God is. It was. So I was always praying. So I said, I don't know anybody in Jeju Island. Because I went to school in Seoul, all the high school, and so after 25 years, I would go back to Jeju Island. I don't know anybody. So I prayed to God. It says, just help me meet people. And then so I don't know how much I prayed. And then actually I started with my people I met, and then so my left side goes to Mokpo and then all of the eastern part of Korea, and the right side goes to Seoul, and then so now it goes to Malaysia, Thailand, the United States, and Russia too. Really, if I have a lot of spec, I have a lot of qualifications. So, but all I was doing was being able to sell the clothes and that. But now I but now when somebody mentions Jiyeon Kim in Jeju Island, everybody knows me now. So if you believe in God who created you, and then you pray to Him and then have faith, and then you continue to do this, and then when you meet people, you want to bless them, and then that is how you do. And then we're filled with thankfulness, and so no matter what happens, all this pandemic and all these difficulties, I had to travel, and I was isolation for 2 weeks twice. But I didn't catch the coronavirus. So all this thankfulness, and of course, there's always thankfulness. And so when you're thankful, you can continue to find what you're thankful for. But when you complain, you can always find something to complain about. So it's important what you do, what you say, because it has power. So if you have clear dreams, clear goals, and then so you can achieve those dreams and those goals. So when you have the dreams, so now we're talking to people about dreams. Now, we're able to touch other people's dreams. If my dreams are clear, then you can talk to them about their dreams. So now, because of the coronavirus, COVID-19, everybody's worried. Everybody's worried. What do they do? What do they do? And then, so now, in people around my apartment, and they're all for rent. They're all empty. So what happens? They cannot invest any money because of the such unknown times. So now, through the coronavirus, so you can introduce Atomy, and this is an opportunity to talk about Atomy opportunity. So the people who don't have hope, you can give hope, and then you can be an icon of hope, and that is your mission. I think I have that mission. So we started first, so that we see clear vision, and then we can. So the people around you who are having a hard time, and who are losing hope and hopelessness, then you can offer them hope. You can show them hope. What is hope? It's Atomy, and then so it is Atomy. So you can confidently and proudly and share the Atomy. But if you can't do that unless you have assurance. For me, you may say that I am already successful, so I can say those confidently. But I actually said that, did it that way even before I was successful. So when I confident, when I yell at that people, and then you listen to them. So you compare, you study, and if you think it's good, you use it, and then they all come. And those consumers who use the consumers, they bring other consumers, and I was very surprised. Consumers are bringing other consumers. I never. This is no company is like that. Aren't you surprised that this company who consumers can bring other consumers? So I think this all Atomy is God's provision through Atomy. A lot of people came to believe in Jesus through God through Jesus, and so we have cherished the Spirit. Each and every one of us cherish the Spirit of everyone, and then we can be all blessed, and we can be blessing others. And I'm sure if as our spirit is well, that everything all will go well with it. That's what the Bible says. So I'm finally sure. Our CEO in 2016, I went to seminars for a whole month, and so we did seminars, and then we did the gospel seminar. And then Bible seminar, and then we did the seminars and the Bible seminar, and then I went to all of them. So when I say a lot of people ask me, how did you become successful? Did you? Oh, I'm not a special person. Do you believe in Jesus? Yeah. If you do, God will give you wisdom, and then He will show you the way. That's what I tell them. So when you can touch the dreams of others, and so you can say you can achieve those dreams through Atomy. So when I was doing the offline seminars, I was getting on the plane and go there and go to Seoul. It's so hard when I'm getting on the plane. But now through Zoom, I can do Success Academy. Everything's online, and everything is online. So I do it at home. I don't need to get on the plane. I can meet other people. But so that you just send them a link, just listen, and that's not enough. So you need to just one or two people, concentrate on them. So then I think we can get 4 people together is a limit. So then we can listen together. So then we can do the consumer. If you get in touch with them, stay in touch with them. If you can do it on the Zoom, you can do it through the phone, and then you can keep in touch with them. So this corona pandemic is such a good thing for me. Through COVID, you have to think about it, how you're going to do this. There's so many advantages if you think about it. So I think Canada is doing well. When I went to Canada, there was a lot of young people. In Korea, there's a lot of older people. So they have a hard time doing the Zoom. In Canada, there's a lot of young people. And then I went to there was a lot of young ladies who are very pretty, very beautiful, and then so they have passion. And so when they're young people, they're very passionate and very hot. So then when you have a dream, clear dream, you can touch other people's dreams, and then through to me, you can achieve those dreams. I read a lot of books because I like reading books. I used to work in a publisher called Wongjin, and I handled a lot of books. So when there's a fable, the rabbit and the turtle. So they raised rabbit and a turtle. Rabbit is very fast, so they all ran ahead and then looked back and said, "There's a way back. Where is the turtle? Turtle is going very slowly." So the turtle said that, "Well, I'm gonna take a little nap and then I still win." But while the rabbit was sleeping, the turtle just continued to walk, and then right at the top, and said, "Look back and rabbit, I'm up here." And then said, that's when the rabbit woke up. What's the lesson so the rabbit and the turtle, the lesson that we get from this, just because you're very fast, but what's important is without resting, whether there's rain or snow, no matter even the pandemic comes, and then even virus even worse than coronavirus, I continue to walk endlessly for the goal, and then you can put a flag of success at the so what happened to the rabbit? So they look at the environment. It's corona, this is very difficult. You can't do this, you can't do that. And so many people are dying and so many people are getting sick. What can I do? And then if you say, so it's just like the rabbit, you can't reach the top. So when I was reading that book, I learned a lot. So when we say it's hard, it does become hard. So even though it's hard, I give thanks. So it's hard right up to the neck, but don't say it. Don't say it. When you say it, give thanks. And then when you give thanks, sometimes sometimes when I'm filled with frustration, and so then I go to the I got a bathroom and I just take a deep breath, and then I calm down. So it's really hard right up to your neck. I mean, it is hard. Is it easy making 50,000 a month? No, it is hard. It is hard. So there's because of the coronavirus, there's all these young people. Young people have no 50% out of a job. So why are they all coming to Atomy? Because they have nothing else to do. So all of these self-employment and all of these restaurants and small businesses are closed. There's no part-time jobs. There's no place for them to work. So, but why don't they do it? Because they don't know about it, and then there's Atomy. So they heard of it. Maybe they just know toothbrush is good, toothpaste is good, hammer is good, but that's about all they know. There's a lot of people who doesn't know. So I live in this apartment here. So I don't see. So I don't see the go to the garbage or recycling. I don't see the Atomy boxes too many. So they're still not using it. So there's still a lot of people who need to use it. So we have a lot of opportunities. So what I really want to say, so if you don't have the confidence, you don't have clear goals, then everybody kind of sit back when the difficulty comes, because it's so because you're not saying it. If you're not saying it with confidence, they will not come to you. You end up losing your confidence because other people put you down. So, but Samsung, Hyundai, POSCO, I'm not envious of them at all. So a lot of people who work at Samsung, all the 40 years and older, they're all laid off. What happens at me? They're going, I'm quite, I'm not young anymore, but will they fire me? No, of course not. What it is. So if I really have a hard time, I look at my bank account and money continues to come in, and then I said, no matter what it is, if when your bank account is 30,000, 50,000 every month, then you just get energized. But I'm really thankful. So I can be in my living room. I can do a lecture, seminars once or twice a week, and I'm past 60. Where can I get that kind of money? This company, just having met this company is a blessing, and thanks. You, of course, if you have a clear goals, clear dreams, and then you share that with a lot of people, and then you will all succeed. That's what I think. So that is an instrument of success. You continue to go.
그다음 세 번째는 여러분들이 그런 멤버십을 어떻게 만들어요? 내 안에 저는 10만 명이
Let me talk about this. How can you make memberships? I have more than. How can you make a membership organization? So we need to make consumers, and we need to become business people. So then we all say make consumers, so I consumers. Who makes consumers? But the business people make the consumers. So of course, business people make the consumers. We need to do it together. We need to do business people. We need to consumers. Some people do a lot of consumers. Some people a lot of business people. But you need to do it together. So you need to do consumers and business people.
소비를 할 수 있게끔
So, so we need to make the auto consumers. We need to make, and then we need to do all that. So when I was doing business, what is most important is the people who will cooperate with you. Star Master, Sharon was my Royal Master, Crown Master. As I stepping up, I still have those consumers. So I have consumers that I care for. So even though I continue to go under the partners, so I still serve my consumers directly. So I continue to serve the customers, and then they refer me. And so when I was doing the Royal Master, then I was 750,000, a million. Where does it all go? It all goes to my partners. So you need to have your own consumers that you serve, whether you're Sharon, Royal, or Diamond, or Crown Master. You need to continue to serve the consumers directly yourself. When this COVID started, so I like to play golf. So I do a lot of golfing. So when I go to golf, I do a little package that I make where I have hemoin and vitamins and so on and so on. And then so I have four some when I'm playing, and I give it to them. So after 9 holes, I give hemoin. And so I take hemoin. So what are you doing when you do this? And then it reduces my. I don't get tired, and then I get immune system, and I give them, and they all like it. So the next time, so can you give me some more? And then I still do it. So they all hear rumors about Atomy. So I thought, well, you're just doing Atomy business, but I hear that you're the top in Jeju Island. So how do you do this? How did you? I don't say it. So and then when they said, I heard this from Jiyeon, and then they said, yeah, she's successful. She's making 50,000 a month. So when you get referred to the other people refer you, and then you only know so many people. You cannot get enough people. So the people who you meet, who will refer you, and who will refer you, so on and so on. And so when I'm doing the continuing to maintain my status, then I get a lot of points that I can distribute. So just because I'm making 50,000 a month, I don't do Atomy now. So Atomy, I just continue to do. I have a lot of consumers that I directly serve, so I continue, and then they become my cooperating partners, and then they become. So then they say, I'm going to Star Master. Can you sell me 3 sets? And then I kind of organize it so that they can help, they can do this, they can achieve that. So then I become their consumers, their partners, their friends. Then out of them, they become business people. So if they, so there are people who are very positive mind outlook, and then they're passionate, and then I keep them, and then I meet with them more often. We go to golf together, and then so I invite them to Atomy Zoom. So then I make them into business people, and so it was so much fun. And so then time goes so fast. it's not that I'm a leader. I'm just kind of I sit back and not do anything. So that's how you become respected leader. So they said, help me to do it, help me to. So then I go way down and below, way below their difficult time. I put it there. So the membership continue refer, and more members grow. So and then he goes to Jeolla province, Mokpo, and then go to Seoul, and then Seoul, and then Pundang, and then it goes out to global. When I went to States in 2016, so I guess we don't have much time here. I didn't have one member, one on my partner.
많은 우리
I went to the United States. I had no partners.
굉장히 그걸 좋아하기 때문에 해줬는데.
So then they asked me to come and do seminars. I was happy, but now I have partners in the Houston, Dallas, LA, Hawaii, and then we have the centers there, and then there's a leader, and then they go in there. And I have a lot of partners in the United States, and so I wanted to go to the U.S. in last year, but I couldn't because of Corona. But I would have gone to Canada. But now I'm doing this. I can see you all through the Zoom, and I still do Zoom through Houston, Dallas, and Hawaii through the Zoom. So even though I can't go there, but I can see them. So it's not very difficult to increase your membership. So, but because there's no referrals, in order to get referrals, the product has to be good, and then you help them use the products well, and then then you have to do follow up, and then when someone says the skincare is good, then you continue to follow. Somebody just they get so impressed by hemo, and I continue to hemo, and then so I continue to do the hemo, and so all you have to do is just introduce them to one or two products, and then you continue to increase the products. There's somebody who really likes the ramyeon, the noodles. Then you can introduce them to. So you continue to increase the members, the consumers, and the consumers. Then you divide them to A, B, and C groups. The ones that with the big dreams, A. The product, so use the product C, and then in between B, and then you can continue to help them and follow up, and you grow. And then the A's, then the group A, you invite them to the Zoom meetings, and then they raise them up as business people. So that's what I do. So this is what I do. So you do that, and that's what I tell them. So I have a lot of people who follow my model, and then I run hard. So you can all do this. You can all do it, right? You can all do it. And lastly, fourth, relationships. You need to follow, and then you need to maintain the relationships and continue to work on the relationship. Partner and sponsors. So the sponsors is your parents, and then your partners are your children. So the partners, when you say bad things about your sponsor, then it's not good. So it's like if you talk bad things about your parents, of course the children, your children will not respect you. So whether you are very even if you have sponsors who are not very helpful or very not a lot of abilities, the more you have, the better. So if you can work together with your sponsors, that is the best thing. That's very good. So if you have a sponsor that you cannot quite work with, then you have a sponsor above them. then you continue to work with them. So, and so then when you are telling, sometimes the children may not realize what's happening, but then when they grow, then they will understand what you're doing. So even if your sponsor is not very good, but they're the ones who started first, so that they know more. So you can follow them and you can learn from them. And so when you do that, so that when your relationship is good, when you get a teamwork, so if the relationship is good, the organization cannot be success. So you need to have a good relationships and partner and sponsors. So you continue that. So you also have a good relationship with your consumers, and you continue to develop those relationships. Yeah, I tell my partners, so you need to every week visit them every week, contact them every week. So then, I introduce them to the products, and then you help them to use the products once a week. And when you find partners that are having difficult time, and then you counsel them, you encourage them, and then you help them. So when you have a partner who's working very, very hard, then it's so, but they're the ones who don't, not earning very much money just yet, and then they continue to come out, and then you help them. And if they're crying, you cry with them, and then you work with them. It's like a brother and sister. It's like a family, one family. So when we're hurting, we hurt together, and then when we're sad, we sad together, and then so we succeed as a family. So if that doesn't happen in that, then that organization cannot become a success. So so that you need to have thankfulness, sponsors that who help them, and then sponsor. I have a lot of sponsors, and then, so and then all of this my sponsors, I have that. So now that we're all leaders, but then I'm thankful that they're there, that now I'm successful, and then I'm crowned, and I don't need to work with them so much, but I'm still thankful that they're there. And so for 11 years that I'm doing Atomy, through Corona pandemic, I'm thankful, and joyful. How can I make my partner's success? That's all is in my head. I go there, I pray for them, I follow them, I encourage them, and I give them hope, and I share God's word with them, and so when with the Corona pandemic, endlessly to all the people around me, I become icon of hope. The Atomy Canada is many people, many countries, but the Canada will be a top of success as you believe, as you have faith, as you trust, as you dream, then as you talk about it with your mouth, that all of you will become success. You will succeed, and then have hope, and then I don't know how long this coronavirus is going to go. Then even though in spite of, even more obstacle, even through Atomy, we have this, we just hold on to it, go to the end, and you will all meet you at the top, in all of the people in Canada. Thank you very much.
한국은 이른 시간이니 저희 진짜
So
에너지에 저희가
and then the energy of the Crown Master, I was so impressed. So one of the things that I was really, she's so happy. She's so blessed. I want that. I want to have that. It was a very precious time. So then we work together. So so as even though we are not her partners, she pouring her passion and all of that. Let's all clap and let's give her thanks, show her thanks.
애터미 캐나다에서 질문들을 받았어요.
So we had some questions from Atomy Canada. So let's just take a short time to watch a video, and then we'll continue with the question and answer.
King of herbs, treasure from the Orient, enhancement of the immune system's functions, supports fatigue resistance, promotes blood circulation, improves memory functions, antioxidizing functions. These are the effects Korean red ginseng can have on the human body. The world's best red ginseng grows in Korea because it has the ideal climate, patented technology with no additives, 100% pure red ginseng. Atomy, Korean red ginseng spherical granule.
오케이. 자, 저희 질의응답 시간 왔는데요.
That's a question and answer period.
자, 첫 질문 나가겠습니다. 많은 분들이 아마 생각했던 쉬운
A lot of people were thinking that, but it's not easy. So once the corona pandemic is finished, how would the
방법에 대해서 단장님의 조
education systems, how can we prepare?
굉장히 좀 제가 여러분들에게 그 질문을 해야 될 반대로
I think I'm going to throw the question back at you. So I heard that the Canada is doing very well.
이 코로나 팬데믹
Well.
시기에도 저는
So when the corona pandemic ends, the online and offline, I think we'll go together.
생각은 안 하고 있어요. 네.
So I don't think we will ever
갈 수밖에 없기 때문에 여러분들이
stop doing alignment. So when the corona pandemic is done, so the offline meetings will start. I think maybe we can stop thinking about it.
너무 좋고요. 제가 전 세계로 나가서
So that we can do seminars online, and that we can see partners,
어디에요? 남미,
even people from Colombia, Brazil, Zoom, Guatemala, and then I actually do. But if I had to go there, I probably wouldn't be able to do it. If I have to come to Canada to do your seminar, I probably won't be able to go.
온라인은 우리 회사 시스템은 그대로 간다고 여러분.
The coronavirus is ended, so the online will continue. So if the offline will start or not, I'm not sure how it's going to go. So when everybody's vaccinated and then herd immunity of 70-80%, so I don't know.
아니 오프라인을 해도 온라인이 더 활성화되지 않을까.
So, but offline will continue to be.
전 세계가 지금 코로나 팬데믹에
So all over the world.
걸렸는데
So the corona pandemic is
다른 데보다는 굉장히 좀 발생률이 적거든요.
suffering. And in Korea, even though so why we can make see in Korea the people still cannot
해다 보니까 오히려 줌을 통해
doing online. But I think in the outside of Korea, other countries, they're much more growing much more online. So even in the corona,
않을까 생각합니다. 예.
I think the online will continue.
잘 기억했다가 지금 하시는 사업하시는
So,
모든 분들
so I guess everybody think about that, and then I think that's what we can do. Thank you for that. Second,
요즘에 애터미에도 20대 젊은 바람이 불고 있는데요. 단장님께서는 그들에게 있는 특별한 무엇이나요? 또한 어린 사업자 후배들에게 좋은 스폰서가
so how can you become
예.
a sponsor to younger members?
지금 전
So
세계적으로
20s and 30s people answer. 20 to 30 year old members are increasing. And So a lot of
라든가 모든 그러면 직업이 점점
work is by the robots, and then a lot of jobs are disappearing. There's no place to go. That was the time.
전 세계
There was a
글로벌
time when the labor was important. That was so we were,
수입이
but now
존재하고 또
Atomy. So this is
월 5천만 원까지
so even when 20, 30, 40, 50s, then we can continue to do this. It is a very good long-term vision.
정말 대학원을
Uh,
박사들이
so
이런 사람들이 설 자리가
even with people who are advanced education, the
지금
doctorate,
2년
there are people coming. So
그래서
my
강의
daughter
학원
is a very important,
이렇게 많이 아직
very important.
학원이 지금 많이
The professor
학원이 지금 포기하는
professor of the mathematics.
그리고 학생들이 많이 떠났어요.
In Korea, we have a lot of extracurricular 학원, we call it, or and cannot earn very much money. So when she heard about Atomy, she started. And she started when.
근데 너무 잘하는 거예요. 아무한테나 대시해서
So I tell it to everybody, to all of the people.
소비자를 엄청나게
So I go to businesses. I made a lot of consumers. So and
해서 또
then
많은 20대, 30대들이 들어오고
is looking at that, and then she's having dream. She's
정말
dreaming
선택 잘했고,
about that.
애터미라는 도구를 통해서 여러분들이
So through Atomy,
노후를 책임질 수 있는 그런 기업이기 때문에 절대 이거를 포기하지
is a company that can actually assure
가 필요한데
future for you, not only yourself,
제품에
but
대한
your.
비전, 마케팅에
So
대한
if you see a clear vision, clear goals,
정말
if you have a vision, clear vision, I think you can go right to the end, and you will succeed.
안 되니까
I have help.
못 사주잖아요.
Then keep them home. If you can't make very much money right now, so I give them a little bit of money, extra money to do that. So I help them and all that.
20대,
I help encourage them like that.
30대들이 들어와서 연봉이
They're coming even more. So even if you can have 100,000 a year, there's a club, and then you can surely have a good influence.
희망이
So they all follow. So it's hope.
신세대는
So my CEO said,
신세대가 들어오고
so the older generation will pass,
신세대는 지금 저는
generation will come in.
뒤로 쳐주세요.
So the new generation will come in.
한 것을 정말
네.
진짜 열심히 했으면 영어 참 잘.
I think if I continued to learn English, I would have done speak,
하다가 보니까 아주 유창하게
but I stopped learning English. So right now I can't speak English. So there are 3, 4 languages. There are people who master 3, 4 languages. So if if I can speak the message
지금
in
들어오는
English,
2030 시대들은 그런 친구들이
but I can't do this. But really, there's a lot of young people. We should be hope. We should be their strength, and we should be their.
사랑해주고
And then we need to help them when they're having a hard time.
성공할 수 있는
And encourage them and give them hope, and then they will surely do that.
신세대
And
너무
new generation.
신세대 보고 싶습니다.
That's fun. That's it. I want to be called a new generation.
마지막 질문이에요. 시간이 엄청 빨리 갔습니다.
Last question.
애터미 사업을 위해서 필독해야 되는
So,
도서는 알려주세요.
what is the absolute reading list for the Atomy? So, because of the corona pandemic, I stay home a lot and I read a lot of books.
요즘에 이 책에 빠졌어요.
So
나오나요?
I read this book.
몸 쪽에 하시면 보일 것 같아요. 몸 쪽으로. 이게 몸 쪽으로.
힘들었어요.
오케이.
이 책을 어떤 목사님의 책인데 이 책을 보고 굉장히 지금 시대 흐름을 조금 잘 파악하고 있고 지금
And so it is. The young people really need to see this, read it. what I want to recommend is
이기는 습관이에요. 이게 이 책을 지금 제가 읽고 엄청난
this,
도전을 여러분이 한번 사서 보시기 바랍니다.
was really challenged by this book.
성공하기 위해서 매겨 잡는 22가지 이기는 습관이 있어요. 그래서
So 22 habits in order to succeed. So and organize your. So there is a direction of how to organize your organization and how to vision them, how to encourage them, how to raise them. So I think if you can read this book, I'm afraid to meet people. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Then I think if we can read this book, 22 Habits for Success, I recommend that.
전옥표님이 지은 책인데 굉장히 우리 애터미 사업하는데 유리하고 제가 활용을 많이
So will be really helpful to do Atomy
우리가 할
business.
필요도 없을 것 같아요.
If you're a business person, you really there's a lot of books, but because of the corona pandemic, in this time, this book, I recommend this book.
Winning Habit. 네, 감사합니다. 단장님
22 winning habits.
질문이 하나 들어왔는데.
구독, 좋아요 눌러주세요.